Bonjour everyone, I'm Anne Maché, General Manager for L'Oréal Professionnel, speaking to you live from Paris. We're here today, thousands of hair pros, hair geeks, and hair lovers from around the globe. Thank you so much for being with us. It's a pleasure to welcome you. At L'Oréal Professionnel, we love hairdressers, we love beautiful hair, and of course, we love hair innovation. What a year was 2020. It was tough, but it really proved how much we need hairdressers in this world and their power to bring beauty and confidence to people. The crisis also showed that our industry needs to reinvent itself, to keep developing and get even stronger. We believe this reinvention will come from innovation at the service of superior performance and superior hair safety. And that's the very mission of L'Oréal Professionnel. Today, we bring you a scientific breakthrough, a game changer for hairdressers and their clients everywhere. After this event, you'll all want to color, balayage, and lighten hair like never before. One announcement before getting started. Over the next 30 minutes, we'll give you all the secrets about this breakthrough innovation. Listen carefully, because at the end of the show, I'll ask you one question, and the correct and fastest answers in the chat will get very special gifts. Now, let the tech show begin. And let's start with the big picture. I'd like to welcome 5 pros who honor us with their presence to discuss what's really at stake in hairdressing today. Hi, pros. Thanks for joining us.
Hi.
Let's get to it with the hi. Let's get to it with the biggest challenges you face every day and your biggest dreams. So what's most important to ensure client satisfaction in color, balayage, or lightening services?
According to my long experience, satisfaction criteria for clients after coloring, balayage, or lightening service is the beautiful hair, the shining hair, and the healthy hair. If you manage to achieve these 3 criteria, the customer is always impressed.
Akima from Morocco.
Hi, everyone. So for me, it's the satisfaction of the client to did for her the color what she wants and the hair healthy. Doesn't broke the hair and let the hair should be healthy. It's the most important one.
So what do you do today that gives you the confidence you will meet your client expectations? Maybe Christopher from Sweden?
I always use my experience and the most premium products to achieve the results both me and my clients desire.
And Anis from Belgium?
A diagnostic, first of all, it's really important. This will allow us to project ourselves on our work and see if we can achieve the desired results or not. And she have a damaged hair opportunity. I want to be first to refer the client for her good. That is the things. And at Michael Simeon house where I work, we are strict for this, and at the same time, it's just logical.
Thank you. And is that enough? Do you always get what you expect, Christopher or Anis?
There are times when you get a result that was not expected because of the quality of the hair or the condition of the hair. And that, to me, as a hairdresser, can be quite scary.
It's all dependent. Every result show by the client has been discussed with me before. That's really important. And if it's feasible, we can do it. After that, you have to be honest with all the clients because that is really important. And we each client and not make it listen to what she wants, because the key for the clients to stay loyal with all the clients, it's really important. And afterwards, if it happens that from time to time I don't get the desired color.
Thank you. So, and what could go wrong? So what's your worst experience?
A fibra pode ficar mais sensibilizada e a intensidade do brilho a cor pode não ficar homogénea como eu desejava.
The hair fiber can be sensitized and less shine at the end. The worst experience that I have is not have a perfect color result as I wish.
Maybe Shailene from South Africa?
But even following all the protocols with integrity, it doesn't guarantee the condition of the hair. My worst experience was about 20 years ago when I did cap highlights on hair that was shoulder length that had been box colored and long hair. And when we put the bleach on, basically she left with a pixie haircut. All her hair came off in minutes. And that's the problem, is that we don't always have the control, even though we think we do.
Thank you for sharing that. And Pia from Finland?
Hi. So what's my worst experience? Maybe the worst experience has also been the time when my client's hair, for a reason or another, damaged during a bleach. Very much damaged.
And Jade?
Followed every safe route to keep my client's hair healthy. And after it all, it still felt dull and stressed, even after a chemical or mechanical reasons.
Thank you very much, pros. Thank you. So to wrap up, when you do everything right, you can never be sure that you will get what you and your client want. Thank you for sharing, and stay tuned as we'll be back later for some more real-life testimonials. Pros have been very clear. When it comes to technical services, success is all about combining superior performance and superior hair safety. And today, we unveiled the L'Oréal Professionnel solution, a truly disruptive innovation that allows you to achieve superior performance and superior safety with 100% reliability.
It was a total surprise. I saw results that were extremely good.
Les textures, les matières, j'ai adoré.
O produto é realmente impressionante.
Quelque chose qui change, quelque chose de différent.
It gives me so much excitement for the future. That's it.
Metal DX is the pro guarantee for all color, balayage, and lightening services. L'Oréal Research has worked 7 years to reach this breakthrough, protected with 9 patents. Please, now welcome the team behind this powerful game changer, Charlotte Feltin and Leila Erquet from the L'Oréal Research, and the 3 hairdressers with whom we co-developed Metal DX. Charlotte Catrin from France. Charlotte, you left your reputed Parisian salon to be with us. You? Sebastian Langman from the US. Hello. And Washington Nunes from Brazil. Bom dia. Thank you so much to all of you. Let's start, Leila, with the core principle behind Metal DX. So in a few words, why is it a truly revolutionary solution to guarantee color performance and hair safety?
Hello, everyone. That's the million-dollar question. And the bad guys are metals. We discovered that an excess of metal inside the hair fiber can cause breakage and unpredictable color results. That's why we've created Metal DX, the only product that neutralizes metal inside the hair fiber, ensures 100% reliability, and drastically reduces breakage.
Fascinating. What is so innovative about Metal DX from a scientific standpoint?
For me, 3 elements stand out. First, the way we joined forces and knowledge with other research experts. We worked hand in hand from the beginning with the Ioannina University in Greece to find out exactly how metals behave inside hair fibers. Next, finding the perfect molecule for a highly efficient formula, glycoamine, inspired by nature as a solution for damage caused by metals inside the fiber. And finally, the way we worked closely with hairdressers, experts in coloration and lightening, to test our 3-step protocol and to design the ideal routine to guarantee superior performance.
Metal DX is a story of true synergy. Washington, can you tell us in a few words how you live this experience of co-creation?
Your turn, Washington.
Muito interessante fazer parte desse desenvolvimento.
As a professional, it was very nice to be part of this development.
Isso não só me permitiu aumentar os meus conhecimentos por algo que é tão pouco falado e é tão pouco visto, que são os metais pesados, mas também aumentar ainda mais o meu conhecimento em coloração, descoloração e tudo que envolve.
So this also allowed me to be part of something that was not very talked about, and people actually needed to know a little bit more, that it was about heavy metals.
Além de agregar muito conhecimento em coloração e descoloração.
Besides adding a lot of value to the part of getting to know about coloring and bleaching products.
Mas acima de tudo foi muito empolgante porque os resultados são realmente impressionantes. É incrível.
Above all, the most important thing is that the results are amazing.
Thank you, Washington. The results are amazing, and the performance is proven. Charlotte Feltin, can you tell us how you tested and proved Metal DX efficiency?
Absolutely. Metal DX was tested intensively by scientists and by Charlotte, Sebastian, and Washington. In total, 102 instrumental tests and over 1,000 in vivo tests. I'll come back to that in a few minutes. I can tell you, the efficacy of Metal DX is impressive. 87% less breakage and 100% reliable color. Results during color balayage and lightening services, with no impact on lift, thanks to optimized color uptake.
Metal DX has been tested in our laboratories and by our 3 pros throughout the development process, with proven superior performance. We also sent samples to more than 1,000 hairdressers around the world. Among them, Charlie Lemindu, reputed hair artist and color technician. Let's listen to what he has to say.
Bonjour, I'm Charlie Lemindu, hair designer and trichophile from Brooklyn. Metal DX is going to change my pro life as I won't be scared to go to the extreme with balayage, coloration, and lighteners. Exciting, surprising, reassuring. Exciting because I know I can go to the extreme. Surprising after 4 lightener process, no air in the sink, and reassuring for me and for my clients because I know I can take care of their hair. To relax, as I will be very relaxed with my process. After using the cleansing cream, instead of using the care and then the mask, I use the mask and then I use the care to give your hair an extra shine. My client was really surprised as after an extreme change, her hair texture was perfect.
Surprising and exciting. And what's also key is that not only professionals noticed Metal DX performance, but clients as well. Charlotte Catrin, can you tell us more?
Oui, avec plaisir. Oui, mes clientes voient vraiment la différence. Elles sont surprises par la brillance, le soin apporté aux cheveux et aussi par la qualité des reflets et la super tenue dans le temps. En fait, la performance, c'est très important pour nous. C'est aussi une relation de confiance avec les clients. Et Metal DX est devenu indispensable vraiment dans mon travail.
Merci, Charlotte. So her clients can really tell the difference. They're amazed by the shine and the level of care, the purity of the tones, and how long the color lasts. This builds trust with her clients. Metal DX is simply a must for Charlotte. Definitely, Metal DX is a game changer for pros and for their clients. Let's now dive deeper into the Metal DX story. We want you to know everything about its pioneering technology. We'll take you on a live tour of our labs to see up close what our formula does to metals. I'm sure you have lots of questions. We'll answer them in a Q&A session right after our deep dive. Leila, it all began 7 years ago. That's quite a long time. What was the starting point?
You know, 7 years in the life of a researcher is not long at all, especially when the research concerned disruptive innovation. We started in 2014 collecting hair strands that had suffered breakage after a color or bleach with no clear explanation. We began by analyzing those strands, and in some, we found levels of metal at around 200 ppm. That's high compared to normal levels of around 30 ppm. This first step proved the correlation between breakage and high levels of metal.
And so you had to broaden your research. How many strands of hair did you analyze, Charlotte?
Over 2,000 hair strands, and still counting, from all over the world. This enabled us to chart the very first world map of metal levels in hair. Do you see how metal levels vary from one country to another? In Germany, for instance, 48% of the population has a level of metal in hair above average. In Shanghai, in China, it's 13%. Metal in hair comes from the environment. It depends on the quality of water where we live and on how porous hair can be. It's not a danger for your health, but it's the hair enemy during color, balayage, and lightening services. That's a real problem that concerns a lot of real people today. Because when there's metal, results are never predictable. A true potential nightmare for pros.
Sebastian Langman, you know all about metals. I've heard you can even feel it in your client's hair. Is that true?
Absolutely, yes. The texture is different. The color is often different. And sometimes the metals are so strong I can even smell it in my client's hair. So I definitely have the capability to identify.
So that was another key part of the challenge. You can't fix what you can't see. That's why, Leila, you've partnered with the Worldwide Authority on Metal Analytics, Ioannina University.
Yes, exactly, because to develop a solution, we had to master how metals behave inside the hair, how they interact with color and lightening products, and how they impact results. To do that, we needed to invent new ways of tracking the chemical reactions inside hair fibers in real time. And Professor Maria Luludi and her teams from Ioannina University are experts in metal analytics and biomimetics. Thanks to our partnership, we were able to invent new analytical methods that doesn't exist.
That explains the 7 years of research. And these new methods led to a breakthrough discovery.
Yeah, correct. We discovered the real risk doesn't come from metal on the hair, but from metal inside the hair fiber. We further discovered that among all the metals present in hair, the most dangerous is copper. Why? Because copper is present in two states. It forms clusters inside the hair fiber, which is a problem, but copper molecules can also infiltrate the structure of hair fibers, their proteins, and bind to them. And that's another problem. Now, when color or lightening agents penetrate the hair to do their work, they react with these two forms of copper. This creates micro-explosions inside the hair that cause breakage. So, to avoid breakage, we had to find a molecule small enough to penetrate the fiber, but that's not all. We needed a molecule that would also block copper from interacting with coloring and lightening agents. All this, of course, without compromising performance. We looked to nature for some inspiration and found a molecule naturally present in some plants. It's called glycoamine, and it meets all our scientific expectations. Glycoamine is at the core of our metal DX technology. But we had to boost its efficacy to make sure it really blocks copper. To do that, we engineered a pre-treatment spray containing 10% of glycoamine, a very high concentration.
A new technology with a highly concentrated active molecule. Now, even if it's invisible to the eye, you're going to see what it does to copper with Emma. Welcome to the L'Oréal laboratories. Hello, Emma.
Easy live experiment to show what Metal DX does to copper thanks to glycoamine. So we have two hair strands containing the same excessive level of copper. We're going to soak them in two beakers, one filled with water and the other one with the Metal DX pretreatment. We usually wait a few minutes, but here you're going to already see the results. Here you see the hair strands are being poured in the beaker, and here we see the results. The pretreatment turned slightly blue, and this blue coloration shows that copper present on the hair strand was neutralized and removed. Here you see glycoamine penetrates the fiber and neutralizes copper to prevent its negative impact during color or bleach services.
That's very clear. Thank you, Emma. I can see you're buzzing with questions about this new technology. Let's take now some of them before diving deeper into the protocol's detail. So, we've got a first question. Is it possible to determine the metal level in clients' hair? Maybe Charlotte?
Yes, of course. Our experts in the labs are really able to measure, I would say, the exact content of metal in the hair fiber. I would say for the launch, you will have a diagnosis tool that will be available for hairdressers on Style My Hair Pro. That will help you to assess, I would say, the risk and the level of metal that the hair can contain, depending on different parameters like the place where you live, the quality of the water, the process the women have been doing before.
Okay. So. Thank you. And what about texture services like straightening and perm?
Alors, we are still investigating, but for just now, we recommend to use Metal Detox DX more with hair color, balayage, and lightening services.
Okay, and how is glycoamine different from other or usual agents, Leila?
Yeah, usually chelating agents that are used in cosmetics like EDTA or EDTS are very big, in fact, and they are too big to penetrate the hair. So they are able to block copper on the surface, but not inside. While with Metal DX, you can block both coppers, I mean outside the hair, but also inside the fiber, because glycoamine is able to easily penetrate the hair.
Okay, thank you. And thank you all for your questions. Now, let's dive deeper into our Metal DX story with the protocol. And as an introduction, I'd like to hear about Washington's experience with Metal DX protocol. How do you use it and how does it change your pro-life?
Para tornar o meu salão diferencial, eu sempre crio serviços e protocolos exclusivos, e com Metal DX não foi diferente.
To create distinguishing my salon from the rest, I always create products that are exclusive, and with Metal DX was no different.
Eu criei protocolo que eu chamo de detoxing, e que é destinado não só para aquelas clientes que têm químicas como coloração e descoloração, mas também para as clientes que têm cabelos naturais.
I created a process called detoxing that is made for people that not only have a treatment, but people that have natural hair.
É muito importante lembrar que resíduos de metais pesados em excesso no fio é muito prejudicial à saúde de um cabelo também natural.
So having a lot of metal in the hair can also affect hair that is natural.
Pode deixar o fio com aparência sem brilho, sem vida e com aspecto um pouco poroso.
It can leave the hair with an aspect of being porous, of being lifeless, of being dull.
O serviço de detoxing será para desintoxicar os fios, trazendo aquela aparência de fios sedosos, macios e muito, muito, muito brilhosos.
Using the service of detoxing helps the hair to look shiny, vibrant, and very soft.
E é muito importante lembrar que Metal DX é produto com infinitas possibilidades.
It's important to remember that Metal DX is a product with infinite possibilities.
É fabuloso.
It's fabulous.
Thank you. Infinite possibilities, we love that. We received thousands of testimonials from the hairdressers who are able to test Metal DX before its launch. One thing they liked is that Metal DX works for all professionals. It's compatible with all color and lightening brands. And it's one protocol that can be adapted to everywhere hairdressers like to work. And actually, Charlotte Catrin, explain us now how you apply the first step of the Metal DX protocol, the pre-treatment, to neutralize the metal before the service.
Merci Anne. Oui, en effet, j'ai choisi de vous expliquer comment j'applique le pré-traitement Metal DX avant un balayage. En fait, parce que pour moi, c'est le parfait exemple de comment on peut adapter facilement ce protocole à nos habitudes. Pendant les premiers tests, en fait, j'avais voulu appliquer le pré-traitement sur toute la chevelure avant de faire le balayage. Et puis finalement, je me suis rendu compte que c'était mieux de l'appliquer mèche par mèche. L'idée, c'est d'enchaîner tout de suite avec le balayage derrière. Et en fait, il n'y a pas besoin de temps de pause. Le pré-traitement, il n'a pas besoin de temps de pause avant qu'on applique le décolorant. Et finalement, ça facilite l'application du balayage.
So, here is how Charlotte applies the Metal DX pre-treatment before a bleach service. During her first test, she applied it on the entire hair mass before the bleach. Then she realized that it was even better to apply the pre-treatment strand by strand before applying the bleach, as it requires no penetration time. It actually helps apply the bleach, a perfect example of how you can really adapt our protocol to your own routine. Leila, the Metal DX protocol is as much an innovation as the molecule itself, right? Glycoamine needs a specific application process to reach peak performance.
Yeah, neutralization only works if the glycoamine is left on the hair fiber during the entire color, balayage, or lightening service. That's why the very first step of the protocol is a leave-on pretreatment.
During the R&D co-development phase, you receive feedback from hairdressers not only on the formula's performance, but also on the way to use it?
That's right. Hairdressers were involved in developing every formula of this protocol, starting with the pre-treatment. We needed to make sure that applying the pre-treatment would not lengthen the service time. And we needed to optimize the texture. The pre-treatment's high concentration in glycoamine gives hair a powdery texture.
Charlotte Catrin, you tested this pre-treatment extensively. What can you tell us about the benefits of this texture?
C'est vraiment une texture très surprenante, mais je l'ai tout de suite adorée. En fait, ça m'a vraiment poussée à développer mes compétences. Ça m'aide par exemple à faire mes placements. Et du coup, c'est vraiment l'idée aussi que ça améliore en fait la qualité de mes services techniques. Ça facilite en fait le balayage et ça lui permet vraiment d'accrocher beaucoup plus sur le cheveu.
So the texture surprised her, and she loved it immediately. She felt it pushed her to develop her skills. It actually helps her do her sections. It improves the quality of her technical services. Now she can't live without it. Washington, you too have played a key role in developing Metal DX. What's your experience adding it to your color, balayage, and lightening services?
Ele se encaixa perfeitamente, pois não tem absolutamente nenhum impacto no tempo dos serviços, ou na ação, ou na textura dos descolorantes, ou na textura das colorações. É incrível.
It fits perfectly in the period of service because it doesn't affect the time when applying the treatment with coloring services and balayage services.
Isso é crucial para nós profissionais que procuramos cada vez mais produtos que sejam que nos deem mais segurança ao trabalhar e que sejam de fácil uso.
This is very important for us that are in the industry that look for products that help us apply the service in a very safe way and manner.
Eu também fiquei muito surpreso com o rendimento do produto. Usando uma pouca quantidade, é possível ter um resultado de extrema proteção, mesmo trabalhando com altos níveis de clareamento.
So I was very surprised that by using very little of the product, I managed to have extreme safety in the process of extreme hair dyeing.
É uma ferramenta que se tornou indispensável no meu dia a dia.
It's become a tool that is very important in my everyday routine.
Thank you, Washington. Now, step 2 of the protocol. After the service comes the anti-metal cleansing cream. What's the goal of that step, Charlotte?
It's a cleansing cream that totally detoxifies the hair. Our pre-treatment neutralizes the copper production inside the fiber. Our cleansing cream gently removes copper out after the service.
I remember that we initially proposed 3 options of the formula to our hairdressers. And immediately after trying them all, there was one clear winner. Charlotte Catrin, can you tell us why?
À cause de la texture et de la qualité sensorielle, et surtout du niveau de performance, en fait, regardez cette mousse très dense, vous pouvez tout de suite sentir que cette formule, elle est très riche. Et en fait, c'est vraiment la combinaison parfaite entre le lavage et le soin. Ça laisse le cheveu comme réparé de l'intérieur, nourri et sans l'alourdir. Je l'utilise moi-même et comme vous pouvez le constater, j'ai les cheveux plutôt fins et en fait, je l'adore. Pour moi, c'est vraiment un produit fantastique et le parfum est vraiment dingue.
Great alliance of cleansing and care, and great sensorial experience with rich foam and great fragrance, leaving hair deeply nourished and repaired. She uses it for herself. She has thin hair and she loves it. Charlotte Feltin, this addiction to our cleansing cream is no coincidence, right?
Indeed. This is our richest sulfate-free professional formula. It gently removes residue from hair while depositing a conditioning agent in a super even way. The rich, dense foam makes it a truly enjoyable experience, and it's easy to cover the entire hair mass with just a few pumps.
Together with you at the labs and with our 3 hairdressers, we were obsessed to push the professional performance and experience for each step of the Metal DX protocol. For step 3, we initially wanted 1 protective treatment, but we kept 2.
Yes. After the cleansing cream, we wanted the perfect care product with protective action to prevent particles from coming back. We introduced to our hairdressers option A, a micellar treatment, and option B, a mask. They chose both. They actually found them quite complementary. They loved how they could play with them and find the perfect customized combination, depending on their hair clients' needs.
That's right. In the video earlier, we saw that Charlie Lemindu liked to use the micellar treatment after the mask rather than before, as he felt it adds an extra boost of shine to the hair. Here's proof that our protocol is really flexible and easy to use. There's no need for lots of trainings, as you will see now with hairdressers that started to use it just a few weeks ago. Welcome back. What was your first impression when applying the protocol? Jade, maybe first?
The protocol is designed for either thin or medium to thick hair, and having the spray applicator just makes life so easy. The results are extraordinary.
Yes, thank you. And who else wants to talk about the protocol? So does it help you to keep the hair healthy?
Foi uma experiência totalmente inesperada. O resultado foi fantástico. O protocolo é fácil de realizar e 100% de resultados fiáveis.
The perfect result on air resistance and shine. The protocol is such easy to do and simple, but with an amazing result.
Thank you. And Anis?
My first impression of the protocol usage, first of all, wow. Okay, thank you, L'Oreal. Thank you so much for this. Because what I feel when I use this protocol, after a number of balayage, it was the hair. The hair was more stronger, and after the shampoo, I saw that the hair was not damaged, and that is just the future of all the hairdresser, and that is really good for us. And thank you, L'Oreal, for this new product.
Thank you. And we know from experience that hairdressers usually hack products and find new ways of using them. Any personal tips you can share in a few words?
So I'm very executive about the protocol, but I try to use metal detox on already colored hair without covering the edges, only the roots. And again, the result is just like after therapy, and the hair looks really amazing.
Maybe Christopher?
I would like everyone to try to use the Metal DX with the glossing service.
I have learned that especially for Nordic hair, which is usually quite fine, or if the client does not have a lot of hair, I would recommend to use a smaller amount of that pre-treatment.
Thank you, and thank you everyone. As you can see, hairdressers love the performance of Metal DX for them and their clients. Our labs have measured its performance on two specific aspects, hair breakage and color reliability. Charlotte Feltin, how do you test something like hair breakage?
Hair breakage. Every day in their salon, hairdressers, by gently pulling on their client's hair, are testing breakage. Our labs have a dedicated machine that replicates this under extreme conditions to measure hair resistance. The Metal DX results are truly impressive. Our tests show 87% less breakage after lightening for hair treated with the entire Metal DX routine versus hair without Metal DX.
And what about color reliability?
To see how the protocol performs on color reliability, we focused on how Metal DX reduces the gap between the color results expected by pros and the result they actually get. That's the story told by these strands. Here, on the swatch that contains no copper, you have the target color. We use the 9.1. Here, we have the same color, but on a swatch that has an excess of copper. See how the color result is impacted. On this third swatch, that also has copper, we applied Metal DX pre-treatment before coloring and got the expected result. After all our tests on thousands of strands, we could finally prove it. Metal DX guarantees optimal color results.
It's visible to the eye, 100% reliable color results and 87% less breakage. A game changer for hairdressers and their clients everywhere. Sébastien, your struggle with metal in hair did not start yesterday. How much has it affected your clientele?
About 3/4 of my clientele suffer from metals in the hair.
And how has Metal DX changed your professional life?
Metal DX gives me confidence. 100% reliable results really make a difference in the way that I color hair. The results are true to tone. Hair is softer and shinier, and that's just after one application. Metal DX gives me the confidence I need to really unleash my creativity. I am in love with the product, and my clients are too.
Wow, thank you so much. I see you have lots of questions. This is the perfect time to take some of them. Okay, so we have a question about the brand. So what colors and lighteners brands are compatible with Metal DX? Leila, maybe?
Yeah, Metal DX is compatible with all color, balayage, or lightening services. So you can use it.
Okay. And how to preserve in-salon results, Charlotte?
Alors, l'idée, effectivement, c'est que c'est très important de continuer en fait, ce rituel à la maison pour les clientes. Pour déjà préserver la couleur dans le temps, pour vraiment la qualité et le soin du cheveu, mais aussi pour éviter que les dépôts de métaux puissent revenir en fait, sur le cheveu.
Okay, so for Charlotte, the advice is home maintenance is very important because on one hand, it allows you to keep the good result, the color quality, the balayage quality, and on top, it prevents metal particles from coming back. Thank you all for your questions. And there's a hot one everyone is asking. When and how can I get Metal DX? Well, in Europe, Metal DX is available from May this year, and for Asia, from September. And for more details, please contact us on our Instagram account @L'Oréal Pro, and for China, our WeChat account @L'Oréal Pro. We are near the end of our event. Remember, at the beginning, I said you would have one question about Metal DX to win very special gifts. To play, it's very simple. Answer directly in the chat of the platform and give your email. It's a speed game, as the fastest correct answers will be selected. The first prize is a VIP session with one of our 3 co-developer hairdressers. And that's not all. We also have 20 Metal DX complete routines, the entire range to win. Are you ready? Here's the question. Our Metal DX protocol guarantees 100% reliable color results and also reduces drastically breakage. But what is the exact percentage? Answer in the chat, and don't forget to give your email to have a chance to win our very special gifts. Good luck, everyone. I'd like to thank Charlotte, Leila, and Emma from our labs. A big thank you to all our wonderful hairdressers, Charlotte, Sébastien, Washington, and our panel of 5 pro hairdressers with us today. Metal DX brings superior performance and superior hair safety. It is the pro guarantee for all color, balayage, and lightening services. It brings self-confidence to all hair pros, hair lovers, and their clients. Standing for pros, valorizing your amazing talent and expertise. That is the precise purpose, the very special goal of L'Oréal Professionnel. Thank you so much to all of you for being with us today. Thank you for your amazing commitment to our shared passion. And get ready to be a part of this exciting innovation, Metal DX.
Do you know metal inside hair fibers can cause breakage and unreliable color during coloration, balayage, and lightening? Innovation, Metal DX, a 9-patent technology by L'Oréal Professionnel. 87% less breakage risk, 100% reliable color result. Powered with the new exclusive glycoamine to neutralize metal inside the fiber and detoxify hair. New Metal DX, compatible with all color and lightening brands. Pro guarantee your color, balayage, and lightening. Only by L'Oréal Professionnel. Does your salon have it?